Okay, none of the code is working. So, well, even the key is not working. And also I check if I go here and building label other version. So I have a 10.4. Even 10.4 is not working. And then hopefully we will see about ArcGIS Pro. We will see what was the issue there. Okay, now for the first tutorial we did was the code performed a lot of string handling with different variables. Note how we were able to find specific characters in a variable. So we store the index number and use that number to slice the string in different ways. There may be times when this gets tricky, such as when an address number has an apartment or unit number that is a letter character. So for example, we have a 304 A. That's the apartment number, Pine Street. To look for the first space would not give you the correct address number. And you could look for the instance where a character stands alone. In other words, any single character, whether space on both sides. To give a more complicated example, what if you had a single letter street name such as D Street or P Street? The standalone character is the street name and not part of the address number. To make it even more confusing, Galveston, Texas has half streets such as P and half street. This situation may require some complex Python coding to solve. And now for the study questions, the first one we have finding the first space. Always identify the address number. Could you find all the spaces? Write some code to find the first standalone character in a string, a single character with a space on both sides. So for this one, the first space may not always identify the address number if it includes apartment number or unit designation. Just like I mentioned here, they concluded and might have an apartment number and everything. So to find a standalone character, we could use find something, and then with either side a wildcard that we can use a wildcard. So we put a question mark for it. And then for the next question, can strings and numbers be continued in combined in Python? Write code to concatenate a text string such as miles to go here, a number with variable such as 102. So we just say miles to go and plus the string number 102. So we could say something, or we can say miles to go, miles equals this miles to go, and plus string 102. We converted 102 and then plus the period. And then give example when we might use upper and title and lower methods. So this one was if we go back to here, that for title we changes the first letter of each word to uppercase, and for upper one make entire string uppercase, and for lower one we make the string entire string lowercase, and then we match that. And now we're going to do tutorial 1 to 2, decision making in the label expression dialog box. So labels can be simple display of data from an attribute table or with some Python coding. Labels can be used to show values that are not in the table. So anyway, this book is out of print. I don't know what was the issue. Could be a lot of code is not working. We still have to check more. If I found there are more code is not working, maybe I will have to use my other book, and then we will continue to learn. But some code that I can introduce here, and we could practice some. All right. But it's not more as Python in ArcGIS. It's just basically Python. Now, we learned how to use Python code to control labels in a map document using various text handling techniques. Those techniques involved simply arranging and reformatting the existing values of the fields used for labeling. And we can also create labels that use entirely different text strings from the fields. It all depends on what you send back to the label expression with the return command. So now we will apply decision-making techniques to the labels in ArcMap. We will be able to put the values out of the field and use it to determine what the label should contain. The scenario here, a file has been provided by the Planning Office of Oleander, and this file needs a map to display at City Council meeting that shows the general zoning categories of Oleander. We have a good data set for this, but the zoning is shown as code rather than the text description. We must use some decision-making tasks to turn the codes into the appropriate labels. So the data we are provided in the zoning map for the city of Oleander containing a layer in the zoning district polygons named General Zoning District. This layer has a field named code, which contains a code value of zoning. The code are here. RES is residential, MF is multifamily, SPEC is Pacific District, C is commercial, I is industrial. And now I'm going to close everything out. None of them are also working. No. Okay. I swear I didn't mess up the code, but anyway, we don't need the Python here. Back in here. So now I'm going back to the Python GIS and Python instructor, and now we are going to scripting techniques. So now we will do is we will do use if-else statement in the label expression dialog box. We're going to write the pseudocode for this project. We're going to get the code value from the field. So, and then it should be maps tutorial 1 to 2. Okay. Determine what the text to use for each code value. Return the text string to the label expression. And also we will do is that we start this ArcMap and we open the map document and we will right click the general zoning district, and then I will do is go to properties and click labels as here, label, and right here, and set label field as code. And now we're going to click the expression. Hopefully this time it works. Okay, do you remember how to set this Python code? And I will just change it into Python and advanced. And now we do have defined label code and code return code. This one works. And now the framework is ready for the code to be entered. First, set a variable to equal the zoning code that this brought into the script by the function. Add 2 spaces before the variable name to keep the indentation. So now I'm going to do is 1 zone code equals, and I can just double click code, and now click OK. Something wrong here. Program desktop. D line 20 not. Click cancel, click cancel. Let me see, maybe I didn't install something. I did this. Click OK. Startup. That's the language. It's extracting file. And I have a Windows 10. In this case, a lot of things is not working. I do have everything here. I shouldn't need anything. Python scripting, miscellanea. Okay, let's see. Modify. Okay. Yes. Alright, so let me see this PC. And alright. Everything installed again. I'm going to cut again and desktop JS Python JS. Right, paste. I need to turn this off. Nope. Okay. Close it everything out. Skip. Let's open it again and see what's going on. Hopefully nothing wrong is here. It's really frustrating if it's not working for the tools. And the label might not work, but we will keep trying and put it there. If not, if chapter 2 everything is not working, we will have to give a try. But everything is in ArcMap. That's why this book, we did this book is fine, but this book we had a lot of issue for ArcGIS 10.2. Let's see. Alright, it's in maps, tutorial 1 to 2. Let's try it again. And then, so, right click on this one, go to property and expression, and we will get Python code, Python, and we're going to do is, this doesn't look like it. Okay, Python code and 1, 2. We type is that we will type was zone code equals, just double click this code, click OK. Oh, still not working. That's fine. It's really frustrating. And then we will say not return, and I will delete everything if zone code equals to C, and I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return commercial. Alright. Return commercial. So we construct if statement, remove the line. We just remove the line, return code, because this will be replaced within the if statement. Add a new line, indent 2 spaces, and add the if statement, remembering to add the column at the end of the line.